Good day, everyone. Ali Safi here from Safi Financial Network. Today is September 17, 2024. Here is another daily analysis. All right, so just one day before Federal Reserve meeting. So it's going to be now or never for the market. Market is just betting. The probability of a 50 points drop for the market actually is getting higher. People are betting on that one. So I saw like the probability increased to 48% or something like that. So everything is coming back again to the job market. When economy is slowing down, obviously we have seen that in Canada, we're almost in a recessionary period that we can see the job market is very slowing down. Inflation is slowing down as well. So inflation is getting back to less than 2% today, just announced it. And even in US as well. So you can see that when inflation is getting down, especially in some Western area as well. And if you exclude the housing prices, inflation is getting very, very down as well. So, and also job market, you see that is slowing down in job market. Layoffs are picking up as well. So Federal Reserve is kind of like a panicking, and there's some kind of like a leakage information to the outside that they may be a discussion about 50 basis point drop. So market is just betting on that. If Federal Reserve bring the rate down 50 basis or more, that's going to be a panicked sell to the market. And I believe that market is just interpreting as like a recessionary signal from Federal Reserve. And always, I should say not always, but usually a market will just go into the downside sharply. This is just the speech before seeing the chart. And let's see the chart, what chart tells us here. Let me just share my screen. And apologies, I'm not still in my studio. So studio is on renovation right now. So we're working on it. So as soon as we get the renovation done, we will get to a kind of like a fresh video as well. All right, S&P 500 daily chart. So we saw that like S&P challenging the all-time high here, but rejected very, very sharply. However, managed a close positive, especially last, I should say, 10 minutes of the session. Market just jacked up a bit. Even after hours, market just started going up. And right now, we are kind of like a positive 6 points for S&P 500. This is kind of like an exhaustive rally. My gut feeling is telling me that. My gut feeling. This is not based on the analysis that we're going to have a drop, regardless of what's going to be the rate cut, we're going to have a drop. But based on the chart, I should say, we should give market benefit of doubt for at least a spike to the upside to nominal new all-time high. This is going to be a minimum target that I should say. So we may see S&P 500 before and after Fed, probably at the time of announcement, we will see a nominal new all-time high for S&P 500. It can close above a 5680 or even sharp, just a spike to 5700. Then we're going to see a reversal to the downside. So stochastic momentum, we are just getting into overbought condition. Very nice bell reversal is a signaling for us as well. So if market just getting to the downside tomorrow, we're going to see a bear reversal signal. That's going to be kind of like a very, very interesting session, because if we get to the bear reversal, we are going to challenge this area. And I should say, if we challenge a 5400 on a bear side, we can see a market just getting back to this double bottom formation, which are going back to the August low. So this is kind of like the scenario, I should say, the scenario number one that I see. But as I said, we may see a potential hike or a spike to here to 57.23. But after that, we can see a reversal to the downside. So either case, I'm kind of like a bearish at the longer term. We may see a short-term spike, but upside target is going to be very limited. So this is my analysis. This is not a forecast or prediction or something like that. This is based on my own analysis, and I'm kind of like a taking position based on this. And I will let you know if my analysis goes wrong. I'm going to be the first person saying I did wrong, so something went wrong, and and this is it. So market just to do its things. And moving on to Nasdaq, which kind of like we are getting into this cycle period. So as I said, Nasdaq we should see top here. So this is the cycle that I have. Even as you see here, this 0 to 1 is just getting back to the upside, challenging this triangle. So this is kind of like the typical price action that we can see. However, this is nice consolidation. So if I want to just um, ignore this line, so this is a nice consolidation, and we can see another spike to challenge this top, which is gonna be an August top for the Nasdaq. And as you see here, still August top is not close to double top or somewhere around here. We can see some kind of like a pullback after just getting to the spike to this August top and then getting back to the downside. Still, there's going to be a chance to see market is getting back to the downside as well for the Nasdaq. Stochastic momentum, we are just getting to overbought condition, which gives us kind of like a good selling opportunity. If price action helps us, we can see a downside move is coming down the road, potentially for the later months of September. So we'll see how it goes. Moving on to the US 30, which is Dow. Dow hit new all-time high today, a nominal new all-time high, and also closing all-time high. Right now, we are just having another bullish momentum to the upside. Energy market and financials, they were fantastic today, so that's why Dow Jones keep grinding higher. We are investing in energy when energy bottoms. So this is good for us and subscribers as well. So if you like to see our trades and also our investments, make sure just come to our channel. This is going to be in Safi Financial Network in Telegram platform. You can see that in Telegram platform if you have it installed in your cell phone or computer, and you can easily connect to us. So yeah, new all-time high for Dow. This is kind of like a triple top, I should say, with a nice divergence. If you just see the MACD here, this is a fantastic divergence with a triple top. So this is called a triple drive, actually. We are seeing a very nice divergence in all tops, while price action is getting higher high. This is high, this is higher high, and today is higher high as well. MACD is telling us that we are at a bearish momentum, and it gives us a lower high. So this tells us tree drive pattern. Also, this is confirmed with RSI. You see that we are at new all-time high, but RSI is not even close to, I should say, close to the August top or even close to overbought condition. So usually when we see something like this means market is kind of like a very, very panicking about the upside move. Any upside would be sold by sellers and bears at the same time. So here is the stochastic momentum is just giving us another overbought condition, bear reversal to the downside, potentially by end of this week. So again, when we are saying we are getting close to the rollover, this rollover is not going to be easy one, I should say. When we are getting to the rollover, we are getting challenged to this pivot, which is September pivot, and even we can get to August double bottom as well. Moving on to gold, which was negative today. So gold, the entire session goes down. I believe that gold still can go higher to this 26.55. Or I should say that's going to be it. So this is the area that I'm looking at for reversal. And when reversal is coming up, I should say gold can get to a very lower level, sub 2000 level is coming for a fantastic buying opportunity. Right now, gold is good, in a good form, actually, with a bullish momentum. All moving averages are just going higher. We are seeing a good price action, but at the same time, cycles are getting weaker and weaker. And also, if you see that, here is another divergence at the top. So this is kind of like a nice three drives as well. So gold is showing us a very nice three drives, and also stochastic momentum giving us a very nice sell signal as well. So we will see if price action confirms that tomorrow, when we are getting to the beginning of the rollover, I should say, we are at the beginning of a cycle top for the gold. Moving on to silver, which is confirming actually. So we sold our position at silvers yesterday, an option, and also silver mine as well with our sources subscribers. So we are just getting into this important pivotal point. So we nailed this bottom. We got into silver. Silver is just spiking higher to the upside, nicely getting to this important trend line. There is going to be a potential scenario if silver challenge this and getting to $32 per ounce. I'm not going to bet on that. Even if it gets there, we may see another sell-off is coming. So as I said, precious metals are getting to the topping formation, at least multi-month top for gold and silver is coming down the road. Moving on to crude, which was positive today, nicely going up. Crude is have a nice bounce. This is a good bounce, and I should say this is nice bottoming formation. We may see another potential drop to form the double bottom here, then getting back to the upside. So that would be kind of like the perfect scenario for crude if it happens. We can challenge this SMA 20, which is a drop and pop pattern. So this one dropping very, very nicely and popping to the upside, a huge divergence. This is a capitulation. And we can see a pop and drop again. So there is going to be a scenario that crude is getting back to this $72. And this is very, very important area. If you haven't watched my crude or energy analysis over the weekend, make sure to watch that, but I'm going to put a link here. By the way, if crude recaptures 72.87 and consolidates here and hold up very nicely, I should say bottom is here. Bottom is here, and the crude is just poised for another upside move to 82 or $84. If crude is getting back to the downside, I should say we should look for a double bottom formation for a nice retracement to the upside. If this retracement to the upside forms, then it's going to happening again with kind of like a late September, I should say, beginning of October. So that would be kind of like the scenario. Tomorrow is going to be a new moon, I should say, in Neptune. And Neptune is very, very important just because it's kind of like a driving anything related to fluids, to water, to crude as well. And also energy market is going to be impacted by that one. So tomorrow is going to be a big day for energy as well, and also the rest of this week. Moving on to individual names, starting with Bitcoin. Bitcoin, nice surge to the upside today, and not a bad price action at all. Good bullish momentum, and this is flip-flop to the upside. If we get above this important 64,000, we can get to 68 and then breaking through to 100 level, which I believe that Bitcoin potentially form the bottom here around September. We'll see. Ethereum lagging, but we will give Ethereum benefit of doubt as well. So Ethereum goes back up. It can challenge 2,800. Bond yield just have a pop today, not a bad session. Bond yield is kind of like showing us that Federal Reserve maybe go with 25 basis. So we will see, because bond yield is dropped, and we may see another pop to the upside. But if Federal Reserve bring the rate down 50 basis, bond yield is going to just slaughter, going down to 327, which is this consolidation area. And that's going to be a fantastic news for Treasury. Treasury, this is kind of like an exhaustive rally going up. Treasury closed above 100, and it can go higher as well. So 103, 105, this is my target for this year, and we are pretty close. We are pretty close for Treasury. We bought a lot here, and right now we are just getting into profit right now if you're getting to 103, 105. And I believe that that's going to be kind of like a multi-week stop, not multi-months, because I'm still looking for 112 to 120 even for Treasury when that big drop is coming for the stock market. So we will see how it goes. VIX, just bottom here, and today we saw that VIX is popping 2%, not that much, still looking for Fed meeting, but formation is pretty good. Dixie just forming M pattern here, triple bottom, and right now bearish consolidation here. If Dixie goes down, which is going to be a more than 50 basis point drop for the Federal Reserve, and Dixie can go below 100 level, which is going to be a good news for stock market and precious metals overall. But I should say, if panic selling is coming to the market, everyone is going to liquidate their gold and precious metals as well. So that's why pressure is coming to those areas as well. Moving on to magma indicator, just a pop and then close negative. I should say this is kind of like the resistance area. This is a gap and lots of pivotal points here. So we can see M pattern is forming. I should say this is very, very potential M pattern. Apple just to manage positive today. The entire session was negative. As I said, just last hour of trading session goes up. Still Apple is weak and lagging. Amazon $2 up. Doji bar, Dragon, Gravestone Doji, and at the top. So Amazon in this kind of like a breakthrough to the downside. We bought a lot here after earning. Right now we are in profit. We kind of like a scaling out our Amazon shares 2 days ago and yesterday, but we can see another drop potentially if market gets back to the downside. Meta pretty close to new all-time high, and this is kind of like a triple top right now. Microsoft very, very potential, I should say, top is formed for Microsoft. So this is a nice rally to the upside. Sellers took control. I know that everyone kind of like betting on the breakthrough to the upside, but this is very, very important trend line for Microsoft. You see that this one goes back to March 23, and we break through back test. This is ABC correction. So this is a very nice ABC correction with this pattern. This is the first leg down. And this is ABC correction and potential. Another downside is coming for 360. Same scale here. This chart is sick, folks. So this is a very, very important pivotal point, and this is kind of like an exhaustive, bullish, I should say bearish candle at the top. Google just getting upside. This is kind of like a divergence. We should see oversold condition in this important demand area, these two gaps. And Google just rebounded nicely, getting into this wide range bar. Still, we can get higher to 163, but I should say that's it. And we can get back to the bearish momentum. Potentially, Google can go down to 122, 126. I know it's crazy, but this is the area that I'm looking for, kind of like a bottoming formation for these names, or kind of like a buying opportunity. So we'll see how it goes. Netflix popping to potential new, actually closing all-time high today. Not a bad session. Netflix bullish consolidation. We may see a pop, but if it goes down again tomorrow, there are lots of charts forming a rollover. Here is Tesla. This is another interesting one. So we are just getting to the gap here. So this is a gap. Here's the resistance. Here's the support. We break through. We can't manage going above it. So we are kind of like a consolidating right now. And I should say, if Tesla goes back below 207,200, then we are going to see Tesla is 167 is coming down the road very sharply. Moving on to SMS, semiconductor index. This is kind of like in trend line, going back to the downside today. SOX, the same pattern, 27 cents up today, but managed just positive. That's it. Taiwan Semiconductor goes down. Seems like reversal is there. AMD is down as well after Doji War yesterday. We just got an engulfing pattern. NVIDIA goes down 1%. NVIDIA cannot leading the market at all. So after relief rally to the upside, NVIDIA is getting back down. I should say NVIDIA next target is going to be 76. Taiwan, Texas Instrument, it is a bearish momentum or bear flag here is forming within this white range bar. Even it cannot get to the middle of this white range bar. This is very bearish, folks. Lam Research, after oversold condition, we just see a pop, but even that pop actually cannot manage very strong. So market just give a price for a more downside move. XLF financials, these are the booster for the market today, especially Dow Jones, XLF going up at 24 cents, but momentum is getting bearish. So you see that EE, which is large cap bank ETF, as soon as gets to this important pivotal point, because if it closes above this, we can get to new all-time high, but it can't. Just the doji bar, Gravestone doji at the top, KRE regional bank. Look at the pattern here. I know it managed positive in just a number, but look at the candle here. Just getting to here to the pivotal point, sold off sharply as well. The entire session sellers took control. JP Morgan was the leader. Look what happened. This is a wide range bar. We are just forming a very nice bearish consolidation here. This is a fantastic bear flag. So if it gets below this trend line, easily we can get to 190, which is sub 200, and that's going to be very, very warning signal for the market. Goldman Sachs was negative almost the entire session, just managing up a little bit and managed positive. Bank of America the same, 45 cents up. Wells Fargo 72 cents up. These are dead cat bounces, nothing more. GDX just pivot at the top, 40 cents down. GDXJ the same here, 59 cents down today. So it seems like reversal is there for gold miners as well. AEM just at 27 cents down. Newmont 2 cents down. Franco-Nevada 37 cents down. Gold 4 cents down. However, it's just getting back to the upside. Gold Barrick. XLE, this is energy market spider. So you see that this is a very, very nice cycle works. It just go to this area and then getting pop. So this is kind of like expectation. I'm still looking for this pop is getting to this important $88. $88, that's going to be a rest. Market is just poised. If we get a higher low here, somewhere around here, then we can see another pop to the upside potentially for new all-time. Not new, but pretty close to new all-time high. XOP, oil and gas exploration ETF. This is kind of like acting earlier. I was expecting it's getting it's kind of like a September low and then getting back to the upside, but it just acted earlier. OH, the same cycle here, just getting earlier to the oversold condition, popping nicely as well. Exxon, popping nicely as well. So $1.47 up, great move for Exxon. And Chevron is just $1.32. When Chevron is getting to this area, just one touch was enough for Chevron. So you see that. So this chart is getting all the way to this area, important demand area for the buyers. And this is kind of like institutional level. Chevron is getting back to the upside right now. So 143, if it goes to 148, we can see some kind of like a rest for the Chevron as well. All right, guys, I believe I covered everything. Again, tomorrow is going to be an interesting day for the market. Make sure if you don't want to gamble, just to stay on the side, keep your cash and watch the volatility. It's going to be fun. Have a fantastic evening. See you on the chart. Bye-bye.